10 Rare Ancient Greek Discoveries. Number 10. 2,300-year-old gold crown. This incredibly rare gold crown was recently found and is believed to date back to 300 BC. It was simply found lying under someone's bed in Somerset, England. The owner of this ancient artifact was shocked to say the least when an auctioneer told him it was worth about £100,000. It's difficult to say exactly who it belongs to, but it's made of pure gold and was handmade. Judging by the design of the wreath, experts believed it was made in northern Greece and is from the Hellenistic period. This object must have been left there decades ago by the old man's grandfather. You never know what you might find while doing some extra spring cleaning. Number 9. The Secret Vault. A mysterious tomb was found in the Amphipolis region of Saris in Greece. This massive burial site dates back to 325 and 300 BC. Some people even believe that it was possibly the tomb of the infamous Alexander the Great. After exploring this vast underground tomb, they're beginning to find some new secret hidden chambers that archaeologists hope will shed some light onto who was buried here. These headless sphinxes were among some of the first remarkable discoveries that were unearthed while trying to seek who this resting place belonged to. Both in Greece and Egyptian civilization, sphinxes often protected the tombs of important people. A marble door was found weighing 1.5 tons, which finally revealed the third secret chamber. While many of the archaeologists couldn't conclude whose tomb it was, this mosaic leads them to believe it was possibly housed by a member of Alexander's family. Number 8. Ancient Greek zombies. How long back did people actually believe in zombies? Well, it turns out, much longer than you would think. Due to this discovery, it's believed that even the ancient Greeks feared zombies rising from the dead and possibly feasting on brains. Archaeologists claim to have unearthed a tomb of an ancient Greek colony in Sicily that used rocks to pin people to their tombs. Greeks often exhibited necrophobia, or fear of the dead, especially that one day they will come back to life and prey on unsuspecting victims. This illustration of what's known as Tomb 653 shows how the body was weighed down with a large piece of amphora, which is placed on his legs and face. Another skeleton was found showing as much as 5 rocks placed on top of the body in order to keep it rising once again. Number 7. The $2.6 million coin. Imagine stumbling across an ancient Greek coin and bringing in a cool 2.6 mil. This coin here was not only a work of art at the time, but a valuable piece of currency. The coin on this side is decorated with a remarkable depiction of 2 eagles clutching on to the dead hare. It's what's known as the Greek drachma coin, and it was first struck 2,418 years ago. It's estimated that the price of this coin dramatically increases by $13,000 each year on average. It's made of pure silver, but its rarity makes it so sought after by coin collectors. Only 12 are known to actually exist, and 6 are housed in museums. This one was minted in Sicily. The back of the coin depicts an image of Quadriga, a 4-horse chariot. Number 6. Ancient Greek laptop. Bizarre ancient Greek statues and other advanced artifacts lead some conspiracy theorists to firmly believe that the ancient Greeks either had time travel capabilities or even contacted extraterrestrials. According to legend, the Oracle of Delphi was able to connect priests and priestesses with supernatural beings who gave them advanced technologies. Legend has it that some of this information helped them advance their civilization. The Antikythera mechanism, used for calculating astronomical positions, is so advanced that many claim it's an ancient computer. Take a look at this photo of a statue that was found. The object, the woman on the left, seems to be clearly holding on to something that appears to look like a laptop. Skeptics claim that she's looking at a jewelry box, but you can see how her eyes are fixated on the upper portion of where a screen would be. Some even claim you can see the USB ports on the side. What do you think it is? Number 5. Greek warrior helmet. This mysterious finding dates back to the 5th or 6th century BC, and it's not exactly the helmet itself that's baffling archaeologists, but where it was found and who wore it. This bronze Greek Phalanx helmet was found at the bottom of the Mediterranean Sea, but off the coast of Haifa, Israel. It was found by a Dutch dredging ship, and it was handed off to the Israeli Antiquities Authorities for further examination. The helmet is quite remarkable for something this old. Experts have 2 theories on why it was found near Israel. Some claim it was from a Greek mercenary who was paid to fight for the Egyptians. Others believe it was worn by a Greek soldier who was sent into battle against the Persians who ruled the area at the time. Greeks did have some influence in Israel, but this helmet dates back quite a few centuries before this time. Number 4. Ancient sea travel. Ancient Greeks might have had the ability to travel the seas at a much earlier date and time than we once thought. Thanks to this discovery on the island of Crete, archaeologists can prove that sea travel took place at least 130,000 years ago. The previous known time people were able to travel by boat was around 60,000 BC. Stone Age tools like these axes were found in ancient shelters. They're very similar to the tools used by our ancient ancestors known as the Homo erectus. Since the island of Crete has been separated from the mainland of Greece for quite some time now, this leads archaeologists to believe that the only way settlers were able to get here was by some type of boat. How advanced were these boats? And what other places could they have discovered that we might not know about? Number 3. Spartan Palace. You might be familiar with the ancient Spartans from the movie 300, where Leonidas leads a small Spartan army into a gruesome battle. But could archaeologists have possibly found his palace after all these years? Just a few miles south of the known location of Sparta, near a small village, you can see what was discovered. The building had around 10 rooms and was filled with archaic inscriptions from the 17th and 16th centuries BC. They found a large variety of objects like 20 swords and religious symbols. One of the cult-like objects found at this possible palace is a bull's head cup you see in this photo. If this is truly the palace of the Spartan leader, we'd still be lucky to find some artifacts left over, since the palace was burnt to the ground in the 14th century BC. The Spartan civilization was one of the most important to live in Greece, and it mysteriously disappeared around 1200 BC. Number 2. Ancient Greek Citadel. This was declared as one of Jerusalem's greatest archaeological mysteries, and has left people completely puzzled. The legendary citadel known as Acra was finally found underneath a parking lot in the center of Jerusalem. This fort was built by Emperor Antiochus IV, and is finally proof that the Greeks had some influence in the holy town of Jerusalem. The dig site now plunges 3 stories below the surface of the earth, and archaeologists searched frantically for ruins and artifacts. The fort was later destroyed by the Romans, and the land near the ruins became a residential area. These sling stones and bronze arrowheads were found at the dig site, close to the old city walls of Jerusalem. And number 1. Ancient Warrior Tomb. U.S. archaeologists claim to have made the most important discovery in ancient Greece in 65 years. They came across a 7-foot tomb in 2015 that contains priceless relics from this remarkable civilization. The tomb contained the remains of a powerful ancient Greek warrior, whose tomb remained untouched for 3.5 thousand years. It's almost like the Greek version of the tomb of King Tut. Since the tomb was not grave robbed, the jewelry had a similar style to that of the Minoans, who flourished on the island of Crete. Here in this illustration, you see how the grave appeared before the modern grave robbers got a hold of it. Priceless gold jewelry, as well as strings of pearls, were discovered. It's clear that this warrior was wealthy, due to this ivory sword hilt that was found designed with what looks like a bull. What else might we uncover about this advanced, ancient civilization? Any suggestions on future videos? Leave us your idea in the comments section, and maybe we'll feature it in an upcoming video.